So I hope you've had a nice week and ready for a beautiful weekend ahead of you. I mean, granted, living in England, I'm not going to have a beautiful weekend. The weather will be a little bit fresh, let's just say. I mean, it won't make too much of a difference. Quite frankly, we haven't really had much nice weather this year anyway. I mean, there's been a washed out summer, which was pretty cold and also, yeah, just a bit drab. It's the best way to describe it. I think we reached maybe 30 degrees every so often, but not a great deal. Sorry I'm not looking you guys in the eye at the moment. What I'm trying to do is check that I am live. I've just seen that I am, so I will actually start the stream properly. But yeah, I've had a good week. I had the project I'm working on. The third phase is almost completed, and I also did a massive patch to it, which initial trials are showing that it's going quite well, so I'm rather happy about that. And yeah, I get to play Last of Us again, so this is alright. So without further ado, let's crack on. Because unlike last week, I haven't seen this bit in about 8 years. So I'm quite looking forward to it again. So for those who
Tight fit, but come on.
Okay.
haven't been keeping up with the stream, we are in enemy territory. So making loud noises like that probably isn't the best thing to do, but it is the only way across. Right, gonna have to give you a leg up, Ellie. Make sure you guys can hear me.
Here we go. There we go.
Oh dear. Hey, my
How do,
guy.
Chief? Good to be back on my favorite stream.
I am well, thank you, buddy. And it's good to have you back. Give me a second, I'm just going to adjust the volume. But how about yourself? I hope you're keeping well. Let me see now. No, I've got them all at 50, so it should be fine. You should still be able to hear me. But yeah, I've been keeping well. I've had a good week.
You scared the shit out of me!
We've had some...
Quiet week, no drama, slightly smiling face.
Oh, well, that's what we want, though, isn't it? You know, just a nice, easy week. I mean, I've...
No!
Give me a moment.
Stay out there! I'll make my way up to you.
Don't do anything stupid!
I've almost completed the third stage of my project, and initial testing shows it's going quite well, so I'm rather happy with that.
That could be it.
And yeah, just playing quite a bit. I keep trying to talk, and Joel keeps interrupting me. I'm terribly sorry about that. But yeah, I've had a little bash on Division 2 to catch up with a few things. So all in all, not a bad week. And I've been playing with that tube you got me. Because we had a fairly nice day when I was in the office. And I rather liked the light that was playing on the... I cannot get this to go up. Wait a minute. Why is that not... So yeah, it was first thing in the morning. I say first thing, about 8ish, and I noticed some dew on the leaves, so I was taking photos of that and experimenting with it. I mean, you may have seen on my Instagram there was a picture of a red and green leaf that I was doing close-ups. I got the aperture completely wrong on it, but I couldn't really see on my screen. But I thought I'd have another go at it and take pictures of... It was a green leaf, but experiment with the different apertures to get more of the leaf into there or a narrower depth of field. I am far from being proficient at it, but certainly enjoying it. Why can't I craft? Give me a moment. I need to get to higher ground, see if that will allow me to. Nope. So yeah, thank you again for that. I really, really do appreciate it. It was a wonderful surprise and a gift that keeps on giving. Damn. Oh, I can pick up that though. I need to be able to craft, but I can't. It's not allowing me to. How annoying. So what I'm hoping is the reason I can't craft is because I'm absolutely full on everything. I'm not sure if that's the case, but that's what I hope. Hold your breath a bit longer, Joel. We're almost there, buddy. That didn't sound good.
Maybe that doorway.
I'm going to explore. Oh, oh. Where did it allow me to stand up? No, still not letting me craft. Or even go to the menu. Full on that, full on that. But yeah, couple of things I'd like to ask you, sir. First one, I'm running out of ideas for videos to make on YouTube, and just wondering what would you be interested in watching? And the other one also relates to my YouTube videos. Uh, Quite often what I do is I cut out any footage that's got like the text on it, so the chat. So just to keep your
Very happy
animosity.
you're enjoying getting to use the tubes for macro. It's all an adventure. Ah, craftwork, often disappointing these days, rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, no, I truly am. Really am enjoying it. It just gives you more expression. I think that's what I like about it. It gives me more options as well. I mean, I have taken pictures of some tiny plants. There was one that was half a centimetre, something like that, but I could see it in great detail. And I have ideas on how to use it. Okay, I need to work. This is a bit of a puzzle.
Sorry, I interrupted. Ideas for videos, you were asking for.
That's correct, yeah. because I'm running out of ideas on what subjects to make a video about. I mean, I had an idea based on something that you said, is that as a photographer, you're interested in what you can do in computer games. And I was just wondering, if there's anything specific that you would like to know that I could cover. So a video where I could aim it um, at photographers to see if there's anything that they would find interesting. This section of game is really annoying me though, because they've locked camera mode. Because what I want to take a photo of is that in the dark light, but it's making me swim underwater in the next area. So that's where I came from. So will it stop this nonsense and give me free camera back? No. That's not quite right, but it's close. Sorry about this, Carl. um, I'm determined to get this picture. So, hide menu. Because what I like about this is the orange on the wall from the rust. That's the thing.
Interested. How can you tell if camera is locked?
So when I go onto camera mode, which is what I'm in at the moment, so you've got camera mode as a top option, and it's got a padlock next to it. But how I initially knew is because I couldn't get this the right way around. When I was using the analog sticks, it wasn't rotating around. So it was determined that I swim underwater in the to the next area, which I believe should be somewhere around here. So yeah, that's how I was aware. Now there's a room here, so I think potentially there's an underwater area again. Nope, that looks very much like solid floor. So that's the way through. So logic would dictate there's a hole down here. I swear that's where I came from. There's nothing there. So let's go up through this gap. Ah, here we are. That's a very clever piece of level design, actually. Because it gave the impression that... Oh, it's locked still. I wonder what his thing is about doing that. Maybe it just doesn't like my choice of photos. Because what my idea is, at the moment, is taking photos of the mundane and trying to make it interesting. So if you look at these, they're just lockers. All of them are, well, the majority of them are being toppled over. The door's slightly out. But what I also enjoy about this is the rust on the lower level of the doors. It would have been great if there was something more interesting at the end of it, but really I'm just interested in the lockers. So it's not a massive loss. But I find that quite interesting. I would like to be able to sculpt the picture if they would free up my camera mode, but working with what I've got, let's just double check I got that. Oops. I haven't got that picture. Oh, hang on. That would have been exceptionally upsetting for me. There we are. So we've caught that picture now. But yeah, it would have been nice to be able to angle it and use the movement of the camera to truly perfect it. But I'm quite happy with that angle. The rust lines up pretty well. No, that's literally all I like about it.
Nice -4 cabs in foreground plus the others fading into distance.
Thank you. I'd like to say it was intentional, but it wasn't. Because that's the thing, is I've only been doing this coming up to a year now, maybe a bit less. And I'm still more of a trust my instincts and take photo. Because one thing you'll notice on the pictures in Instagram is you'll see me take the picture and it's this whole scene, but I actually perfect my composition in editing stage. And it's not till I really look at it that I realise what I actually liked. And then I just get rid of everything else that doesn't complement or add to a story if it has one. But most often in these pictures, I'm just taking them because something's pretty. And then, it's like with all the visual patterns. They've grabbed my attention, they've done their job, but I don't actually realise what they are until I look at the photo and I'm actually editing and looking at it properly. And part of that is because I'm constantly talking on stream and explaining what I'm doing, so part of my brain's taken up doing that. But other parts of it is just I'm quite keen to carry on with the game. Oh, that's mental.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how well that came through to your screens, but that was a lot of rats. Ooh. Yes. Finally. Looks like the game's behaving itself now. It would have been great if I could have taken a photo, but to be fair, it was too dark anyway. That. I instantly know why I like that. To me, it just reminds me of like a steampunk mask, like gas mask or something. So I really like that. And it kind of helps that you've got all the spores at the bottom of the picture. It almost reminds me of that. I think it was an animation of Iron Man. No, the Iron Giant. That's it. And I've thoroughly enjoyed that. And that reminds me of it because it's kind of cute in a way. It's almost like a dog with flying goggles. I don't know how to explain it, but I like that. To the point that I'm actually going to do depth of field. Let's increase that intensity.
Yes, colors and textures just like Iron Giant.
That's right. Yeah, it just works so very, very well. So we just need a little bit of detail in the foreground, but all of the focus on the Iron Giant. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. That's a thing now. I'm going to get this picture before I mess with it. So once it's slightly more central, That's not really an issue, but I think slightly brighter. I would love to have contrast, but I don't have contrast. Let's see what we can do with filters. I I want it to be a warm one. I think it's more of a cute thing than a sad thing. So, a bit too much. About there. So we've got a completely unedited one, and we've got a one with a warm texture in a slightly more central position in the doorway. So see which one really grabs my attention when I come to editing. I've done it again. I keep forgetting to turn the grain off. So let's take one more. And it was about 6. I think I went to. And instantly that looks so much better without the film grain. And instantly I pressed the wrong button. So let's remove that. Let's take the picture again. And I am mentally making a note to look at the third one and not the other two. But I like that. Something cute about it. Now let's have an explore. Actually, no, did not want to do that. That's what I wanted to do. Now with the amount of things that I'm picking up, and this is standard game logic, if you pick up a lot of health and a lot of ammunition, you're going to be fighting a lot of people. So been in there. I hadn't explored in here and oh, it's okay. Because the thing is I like to fully explore an area before moving on. And it's just so I can pick things up. Oh. I don't know if it's PTSD or I have a very good memory, but I know this is going to be a difficult area to get past. And it also explains
I hate these things.
why this is a circular area as well. So again, I like the textures on the wall. I like the texture on the fan there. I like the lighting. So let's see what we've got here. So what I'm looking at is what to include and what not to. So I could probably move the angle round a little bit, and the idea behind that is all of the pipes of the, I can only assume is an air conditioning system, is framing that vat or whatever that is on the left of the screen. But you've still got the interesting fan, you've got the textures on the wall, and a nice beam of light which is acting as a leading line towards the fan. So the first things we need to do is turn depth of field off and see what happens. I think that's pretty good, in all honesty. I'm not sure I actually need to have depth of field on. I mean, I'll play with the distance just to bring the main thing into focus and see if that makes any change to my opinion. I'll do that, but I'm going to drop the intensity quite a bit. And this is one of those images, bearing in mind that I do portraits, I could probably get a couple of pictures out of that. Because it's much darker on the right hand side, but that valve is quite interesting. It's got a diagram below it, which I'm going to look at in a minute because that may prove useful, and some power boxes on the right there. But either way, it's time to fight. Now we saw something creeping along the top, which had my interest. I mean, it's definitely not going to be friendly. As I said, we've got a tremendous amount of ammo and so on. Nope. It's going to be infected. So I'm just using my hearing abilities to see if there's anything nearby. Well, I'll certainly nab that. And what those are, is they're your upgrade currency, really. It's the best way to describe it. So it's these here.
Just realized, where's Elu?
So as you joined, you would have seen me go across a lift, and then I had boosted her up to the entrance of said lift, and then the lift dropped. So she's still waiting for me at the top of the lift shaft. And it may be a little while before I get back to her. As I said, I've got a ghost of a memory that this is a challenging section of the game. Hence I'm crawling. Because that's telling me something. And that's where I've come from. I've already been through here. So I have no option but to head towards the bad guys. So I think that's the... So that's the slope down. Oh, I definitely need to choose to a bigger gun. Especially being that I only have 7 bullets. That's going to be my last resort. Just looking at the old coffee machine. So it sounds big and scary, whatever it is. And yet as it walked past, it didn't look it. And yes, I am tempted to take that picture. I'm just going to have a look. Got to trust your instincts. And it looks like a suicide rather than anything else. Yeah, because it hasn't turned. Nah, nothing interesting there. Okay, it looks like I may need that later on. We will see. But that is jammed up for a reason. Okay. So here we haven't been. Security door it. That's good. We will take that. A little look around, see if there's anything else worth grabbing. That just... Oh, this game knows how to keep the tension up. And now it begins. I mean, these are clickers type things. Haha, that's perfect. I think. Right, first things first, what's it look like with chromatic aberrations? Stupid, okay. Slight, not so great. Film grade off. Little bit of brightness, but not too much. The problem with this is I'm way too zoomed in. And that would just make it way too difficult to crop later on. So something like that should fit in a portrait image. So we need to work on the distance. Let's just make sure we're 100% accurate on them. I think that's most likely. Yeah, something like... No, you need to be lower. Sorry, Joel. Oh, he was already gone. What on earth is that? I'm stuck on something, so it's not letting me get any lower. But that works really, really well. I wanted to get lower so I could frame it in the picture frame behind it. But we've got leading lines. We'll be fine with that. And can I zoom back any further? Because I don't want to lose its feet. So about there works really well. So I'm going to grab that. And out of curiosity, I'm going to zoom right in. Yeah, not that interesting. So we need to bring all that back. I just realised it had a cold filter on, I mean a warm filter on it. I don't know if that will have detracted from... I think it did. So we'll remove Joel. Remove this. I was slightly zoomed out, I think. No, that's not the way to do it. So I was about there. And the field of view gave it a bit more space. And similar to digital cameras with many with multiple memory cards that you carry on yourself, it doesn't matter how many pictures you take of the same thing. I've got plenty of space to do it. I seem to remember having the other beam there, so I'd say that is most likely the picture that I was taking. Okay, and now we continue. And that's why you don't want these things too close to you, because it's a slow weapon. Not gonna lie, that was a little bit tense. The old heart's going at the moment.
Here we go.
Now this is going to get a lot of attention. Oops.
Damn it.
Oh. I think Big Brother's just come out. There was definitely clicker sounds. Oh. I don't even know what happened then. I'm not going to lie to you. It may have been that I'd allowed my health to get too low. I have allowed my health to get too low. Bloater. Well, let's get rid of the little guys first, because they normally pose the most threats in these scenarios. I mean, that guy can rip my head apart in seconds, so, you know, not to diminish his threat, but these guys can really mess up your shots. There she is. Wait, she went here. Oh! No point doing fire into water here, but can I? What else have I got? Put another one there. There's no harm giving it a bit of a bad day on the way here. Do not be fooled, he is still here. Jeez. Oh. Phew. Yeah, best do a reload. So we're out of that. We're out of that. But everyone's dead, so it should be fine. Let's hope there's things to pick up around here. So I can get my trap back. That's good. That will be open, and I've got the key for it, but I just need to check for some... check the dead bodies before moving on. Because I really need some ammo. Oh, it's Joel. I thought I heard another bloater. No, I didn't kill anyone here. I think I killed them all down here. Nope. Here. Nothing there. That's just a brick. Deaded. Yeah, no dice, I'm afraid. Right, let us continue. That was the suicide one. Oh, I know this isn't over. And that sounds like a really bad, angry, infected thing somewhere in my near future. Ooh. Just in case.
Needed.
Yeah, you jinxed yourself, Joel.
So much for that. I gotta find Ellie.
I forgot how tense this game is. That was crazy. I mean, I probably scared myself, and that's why, but still. I'm a sucker for light. I rather like that blue one up there.
It's amazingly tense, with no music and just the sounds of the environment.
I know. That's it. And there's little sounds in the background of creatures coming towards you and that big bloater and stuff like that. It really is. Yeah, my heart was going a little bit then. Oh no, I still haven't got a tool. We'll collect this, but I hope there's something in that drawer. So I probably won't be able to upgrade anything.
Here we go.
No, I can't. That's frustrating. You would have expected after a while a chance to repair your mistakes. And I know I will collect something in the future which will allow me to do it, but that tool, because I've missed one, potentially means that I'll be on the back foot for a long time. I mean, granted, it also means that by the time I finally get the next tool, I'll have loads of resources to be able to do a lot of upgrades. But it's just staying alive until I get to that point. Oh, of course. Clicker.
Finish it! I got it! Nicely done. You bit? Not today. You?
Not today. All right. Spread out. Make sure we didn't miss any more of these fuckers.
Almost tempted to let them be. Until they've killed everything. So yeah, he looks like an easy target. So on his next lap, I'll most likely follow him and then take him out quietly. Well, actually, I'm going to hide in here first. He doesn't come this far. That's it, come this way, lad. That'll do.
Look, man. We can work something out, okay?
Not you guys. Oh, you missed it. So these guys are known as hunters, and what they do is they lure people in to their area, kill them, and steal all of their stuff. So that's why I had no sympathy for this man and was quite willing to take him out quite quickly. Okay, so hunter rifle full. So the other guy is... Oh, is that... No, it is just the one. He's quite clever, this one.
I remember Hunters from last week, when Joel and Ellie had the car slightly smiling face.
Ah, nice. Yes, that's right. This guy knew his fate. He didn't even try and bargain. Which I kind of respect. There we are. Trying to work the angle out first, because I rather like this table. I like the light on it. And yes, I really wasn't kidding when I said I want to take pictures of the mundane. That's my focus for this stream. I do want to keep that pot on there, I think, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. And I rather like having part of that body in there. So what I'm doing is I'm angling it round. Oh, that's the challenge.
Quite like that the exposure's blown out on the table.
Yeah, it's trying to find the right element of it. Because really, I'd like it to be able to be round the table and so I've either got the choice of just a table. No, I could have the table and the leg, because I like the part of the body being in there. I think that's quite important. How I can get round this is, if I can get the angle right, zoom out a lot more, because the further I'm zoomed out, the more I can get into the image, because it will be roughly from the light on the table to the pot should be my portrait image, and you'll get a leg and maybe a foot into there as well. So that's what I'm thinking. Now I've moved, I just need to bring the distance back a little bit. So this is still a mundane picture, but there's a little hint of something underlying in there, and I rather like that. See, I thought this guy was the one I just took out. And there I am, standing around, taking pictures.
Oh,
Completely oblivious to the threat at hand.
fuck! Body! Whoa! Here he
Oh well.
is! He's in here!
Ah! Epic fail. Wow. But we got a good picture. Or at least I hope it is. I'm almost tempted to make that one black and white. We can't work something out, so. And you still don't have anything I need. Right, so next one's coming round, so I should have time to have a little sip of my drink. Prost. I have no indication of the second one.
Whoa!
Okay, let's go to our little hidey hole. Get some resources. And there he is. He waits. That's what he does. Tick follows tock follows tick.
Hey, we're being hunted!
Still one of the best Guinness adverts ever, that one.
No. Another body! Here, keep looking.
Haha. I almost gave myself away. Now that lad was just way too loud. Why is he walking around with a baseball bat when he's got a gun in his back pocket? So what I'm trying to do is frame something interesting within that door. Which is possibly working with too many angles for my simple mind to handle. I may...
Jonathan Glazer, Guinness ad, is an absolute genius.
Ah,
Seen
no,
his films.
I haven't. No, I didn't know he made films. I thought he just made adverts. Jonathan Glazer, give me a moment. That's going into a YouTube search. Because I do not wish to forget that. Jonathan Glazer. Cool. That's a in my search for later. So that's kind of cool.
Sexy Beast is brilliant.
Oh,
Either the skin is dark off and just brilliant.
Sexy Beast I've seen, and that is actually brilliant. Um, what a character, and how perfectly played as well. That, yeah. You happy with that? I'm happy with that. Absolutely genius. There. I think that's the most uncomfortable angle within that window. I don't know if I've overdone it on the blue, though. On the cool. No, I don't think I have. My only concern is the crop may be a bit much. Admit, I've done that wrong. So that's the uncomfortable angle. I need to zoom out. And the reason I'm contemplating this is because I think just on its own, yes, it's a cool, we're having a framed reflection, but you need context to that door. And that's why I've zoomed out a little bit. So let's get that. But no, I don't think the blue's too much about thinking about it. But before I do that, let's
That shot
reset
like
this.
that is great. Feels quite oppressive. The
Yeah,
tight crop works well.
because that's what I zoom out because I have to take into account the portrait. But yes, that's what it should look like in the end. What a difference a filter makes, because it doesn't look that oppressive in this lighting. There's something about the style of these mixers, and I don't know if it's because I'm a sucker for Art Deco, but I like that. Okay. Gonna do something stupid. So, oh, weren't that a bit brutal? I mean, hard times and all. Okay, any more for any more?
That'll leave a mark.
Yeah, that's more than a mere flesh wound. I think we're fine. Being a little bit careful, but I think we're fine. This must have been a grand area. I don't know why, but this picture here just... I look at it and I think it's a koala that's had a really bad day. You know, it's got bandage on its head and a black eye and stuff. I rather like that. And these are the things that I feel go massively unnoticed in computer games.
Yeah,
Is
I see that.
I'm glad it's not just my twisted mind. But yeah, these developers are very... I mean, obviously they're creative people, but they do such a beautiful job. And so I need filter off, hide character on. Oh, this is going to be challenging. You can see where I'm going with this. I don't want to lose that angle. I've got the light on. No, I don't have the light on. Now I have the light on. But that's not the light. That is that. Okay, so we're fine on there. Now I wanted this specifically. So you've got the artwork in there. You can't quite make it out. I mean, the main thing is the reflections, and I think that's pretty obvious. It's the brightest thing, so that's what's going to grab your attention. I'm just going to experiment with depth of field. It does work perfectly. That's cool. So I'm using the frame as a reference. That's cool. Need to zoom out a fair amount so that it will fit in the portrait aspect ratio. Let's grab that. But yeah, I mean, someone's programmed this. And the thing is they most likely put in days, if not weeks, of work for something that, in the heat of the moment, no one's going to look at apart from people like myself, who understands that even when the game is like throwing you through a area, you can just pause it. It's a computer game, and you can stop, and the person will still be waiting for you if it's a few seconds or a few hours. I know Ellie's safe, because that part of the game won't progress until I get near. So I can explore and see if there's anything that grabs my idea. I mean, grabs my idea, grabs my attention.
I bet you enjoy Ghibli backgrounds too.
Oh
I adore
yeah,
them.
so much. I have watched probably far too many of them. I mean, my favourite Ghibli studio is film is Princess Mononoke. I loved the story behind it. I loved the style behind it. And for some reason, it reminded me of the Robin Hood TV series we had over here. Was it Robin of Sherwood? I think it was. Ah, of course. Haha! Looky what we got here. Come on, Joel. I'm pressing this button as much as possible. Alright, Ellie. Come on.
I shot the hell out of that guy, huh?
Yeah, you sure did.
Love that kid.
I feel sick.
And you just hang back like I told you to.
Well, you're glad I didn't, right?
I'm glad I didn't get my head blown off by a goddamn kid.
You know what? No. How about, hey, Ellie, I know it wasn't easy, but it was either him or me. Thanks for saving my ass. You got anything like that for me, Joel?
We gotta get going.
Lead the way.
You can see why he and Bill got on so well.
There's gratitude.
I know, right? Well, she saved his life and went through a traumatic experience to do so. And that's all he can say. I hope that's rats. I mean, these guys seem to be fairly good at clearing out clickers, but something. Cause yeah, I think that's rats. We should be fine.
We need to get back out, find that bridge.
Just tell me where to go.
I hate this crap.
Should have been more grateful, Joel. She saved your life.
It's been a blast again. I'm
Ah.
fading, so I'm going to tip out now.
Not a
Have a
problem,
good one
friend.
and catch you again soon.
Thank you very much, my friend. You have a great one and have a lovely weekend as well. I hope to see you again soon. Oh, there's little sound effects in this just to keep the tension up. Oh, we pissed her off. Oh, Joel, you gotta redeem yourself. So this is one of the reasons why I keep looking in random places. Is for these little things. I know I haven't collected all of them, but I've collected a fair few so far. And the other reason is I'm on a bit of a mission I've set myself for this stream. Is I want to take interesting pictures of mundane things, and I've just spotted something that would be a perfect example of that. And the reason why this works really well, if I can zoom out a little bit, there's no space for me to do it. No, there really is no way to get it. And this has been another theme for this one, is the camera mode being quite difficult. But it's quite an interesting texture on the wall. I wanted to get more of the tiles, but the most important thing is the contrast between where the light's hitting it and the absolute darkness of the shadows. So that is what I'm looking for. It's just getting an interesting angle on it now. Because I've resigned to the fact I'm not going to get much of the tiles. But that should be fine. So we need to work on the distance of the depth of field, which does change my opinion somewhat. Maybe I can afford to get more of the tiles. I don't want that pipe in there because it just makes it, this pipe down here, this rail, makes it a little bit untidy, but I'll just nudge it up a little bit to get rid of that. So we're going to have, I'm going to crop it to portrait. So we're going to have just the textured bit of the wall, a little bit of the wood grain in the cubicle, and a little bit of tiles, and then that strong contrast. Honestly, if I get a like on this Instagram post when I finally make this, I'm going to be well chuffed, because I've been taking pictures of boring things. Well, mundane things. That's it. I hope to make them creative, but there is no guarantee that it will be. Although I did have a good picture of one of those infected that's not quite a clicker yet. So that's kind of cool. Yep. Is that one of Ellie's comics? No, it's a how-to guide. So that's cool. I can make better melee weapons. Just because this area is closed off doesn't mean it's not worth looking at. Okay, it wasn't worth looking at. You live and learn. Oh, hang on. Yes. Already full on that, so I'm not that concerned. Sorry, that expression was me trying to remember back to last week when I last played this and whether I did reload the rifle. And the best way to find out is just to go on it. Yep, it's still a single shot. It's got 13 in it. Cool. No, I'm going to stick to bullets because this area is just so far. There's just been humans. She's just learnt to whistle, bless her. Wow. Now that is opulence. Gosh. And that's the thing. Someone's imagined this and then got someone to program it and, you know, to actually make it. That's just astounding.
Might be able to get there with this.
I have so much time for game developers.
Damn, this is easier than I thought.
I mean, yeah, it's mainly the
That about a
publishers
hand?
who,
You sure you can trust me with that?
Ellie. Push!
I am.
Push harder!
so yeah,
What's
it's,
that?
Let's go.
sorry, couldn't resist. But yeah, it's mainly the publisher's house that make studios release games before they're ready. But so I don't blame them for that. But yeah, I've got a lot of time, and as I was saying earlier, these are things that most people won't even look at. Oh, there they are. Oh, I'm hoping this is the game being nice and saying you've had to use a lot of your ammunition and stuff, so here's a restock, and not a you're gonna need to kit up for the next room. I haven't had a carvery in ages. Kind of liking the idea of that. Right, let's get up. Let's have a look. Oh, it was birds. That's why I'd heard. Okay. You're a kid? Yeah. Hang on. Sorry, I thought I'd heard something. Let's have a look behind the bar. Because alcohol is very good for cleaning wounds. So there's no harm having a little bit of a nose. And again, I'm looking for photos as well. I mean, that's kind of interesting, that doorway, but to be quite honest, it's only interesting because it's something in a frame. And that's too opulent to be rather mundane, whereas this decorative feature, still quite mundane, but rather attractive. I don't believe there's an angle I can make anything out of it. And I'm not that inspired to take a picture. So it doesn't quite meet my requirements. But really, what I'm doing now is something that's really useful to do if you're interested in photography, but you can't really leave your town and you know it like the back of your hand. And so you're kind of in that situation of what do I take a picture of? And it was I can't remember whose video it was. It was someone on YouTube. Scottish lad, I think, but he lives in Canada. And he just took a camera with him and just did snapshots. So something grabbed his attention, he took a picture of it. And I rather like that idea. And I thought I'd improve upon it by trying to take photos of mundane things in interesting ways to make them into a picture. And that's something you can approach if you need inspiration in your own town. I mean, on one of Sean Tucker's videos, he did an interview with a lad who for the last 5 years has been walking the same, I think, 10 meters or something, or 10 kilometers of no, I think it's 10 meters of beach every day for 5 years, and he still gets interesting pictures. Yes, some of it's on the beach, some of it's random animals running through, but because he's done that stretch of beach for so long, he instinctively sees something that's out of place, and that will lead his eye towards a picture. I'm not saying I played this game that much. In fact, I think I've only ever played this game twice. I'm pretty sure I've only played this game twice, but I'm just doing the same approach. I'm challenging myself. I mean, Oh.
Oh, shit. Come here, keep your head down. All right, now, I'm gonna jump down there and I'm gonna clear us a path.
What about me?
You stay here.
This is so stupid. We'd have more of a fucking chance if you let me help.
I am. You seem to know your way around a gun. You reckon you can handle that?
Well, I sort of shot a rifle before, but it was at rats
Rats.
with BBs.
Well, it's the same basic concept. Lift it up. All right, now. You're gonna want to lean right into that stock, because it is gonna kick a hell of a lot more than any baby rifle.
Okay.
Go and pull the bolt back. Grab it right there. Just tug it. There you go. And as soon as you fire, you're gonna want to get another round in there quick. Listen to me. If I get into trouble down there, you make every shot count. Yeah?
I got this.
All right.
That was a nice touch. He's redeemed himself
Just
to
so
her.
we're clear about back there, it was either him or me.
You're welcome.
He's a
I should have known better. If you're gonna steal, you better make sure you get away with it, right? I would have done.
They're all dead! They're all fucking dead!
What the hell's he yapping about? Take a breath. Who's dead?
Zed's dead, baby.
76 lookout guy, some fucking tourist killed him. Kill all of them.
Shit. Have you talked to the boss?
Yeah, he wants everyone to hold their ground. Watch the gate.
All right, you heard him. Search the area. Do not let anybody through.
Instantly, I'm in a bad position. I know. He is very nonchalant for someone who's just found out there's a man walking around who can take out everyone.
I don't see some tourists digging up the entire crew. What if they military? Military doesn't give a damn about this place. If anything, some tourists got lucky. Always do. I hope you're right.
I suppose it does beg the question. In that scenario, what would you do? Because if you've got a load of buddies around and someone grabs you and surprises you, I think your self-defense instincts tell you to be very compliant to what they want. Whereas logically, you should absolutely scream your lungs out, get everyone's attention. Yes, you will most likely die, but you'll still get the person who did it to you, or your colleagues will. Okay, I am rather struggling which way to go, and also to remember what buttons to press. So I've got a shotgun, but I've only got 4 bullets in it, and I don't really want to waste shotguns on humans. That's more of a clicker thing. At least that's my thoughts. I'm going to see if he'll come around here. Oh no. No one around. Damn.
Get him! He's in here!
There's a sniper by sound of it. No, I'm not. Because I've got a 14-year-old with a rifle stationed up behind me. Oh, you got a sniper as well. Okay.
I'm gonna light you up, motherfucker!
So that didn't go too well. And I have to get this shot off on him. Ellie's doing alright, you know. I'm quite impressed with her. Far better than I was. Okay. So I think that was a little bit too ambitious. I shouldn't have checked my 6 first. That's a little bit better.
Okay, go. Got it.
No, it wasn't. Alright, Ellie. Come on now. And that's why I keep the metal pole. Here, snipey, snipey, snipey. Where are you? He's definitely around here somewhere.
Here, man. Spread out.
Where are you? So you're climbing up.
There's someone there.
Oh, here he is. So he's heard me, but I don't think he knows where I am. And yes, I am going to take a picture of that circular window at some point.
Cover me. I'm moving up. Yeah, I got your back.
Says the guy outside downstairs. Yeah, I got you, man. I know, he's here. Okay.
You're dead, asshole.
No, your asshole is dead.
Cover me. I'm moving up. I got your back.
I'll most likely have your head. Nope, got your ear. My aim sucks. As much as my stealth, actually. Oh, hello. There we are. Third time's the charm. I mean, when I said to Ellie I'd clear a path, I didn't quite expect it to be so bloody. There he is. There's someone down there as well, by the sound of it. Ah, they're in there. That's why. Well done, Ellie.
Here he is.
I win. This is a risky move, but again, I don't wish to waste powerful ammo on humans, because we're really easy to kill. Oh, hello. But I'm hoping... Yes.
Over here.
Is there someone there? No. So that's the button in Division 2 for reload, just so you know.
He's in here.
Oh! After all that, stealth is the answer. Let's do this. Oh, okay. Stealth is no longer an option by looks of it. Because these guys are about to see their buddy. He was fighting me. I was trying to get him out of the way. Don't need to swap pipes. I don't think my one's bent. Pardon me. Looks like I came around with a baseball bat, but I'm wondering if there are any bullets there. Arrows. This is good. Can't make those, so I'm most likely full on that. So let's make one of these. So we can grab that resource. One last sweep. I don't think there was anything around here apart from potentially yeah, it was just a way to the gate, but I feel to make things a bit safer for Ellie to follow me. So there's someone in this area here by sounds of it. Okay, this is a bad position because it sounded like someone was coming from over there. Okay, can't shoot through windows. Good to know. I mean, he might wake up from that afterwards. Do you mean you got her? That would mean a whole world of hurt for you, sir.
Watch my back. Well, I got him. Get away.
Where is he? I can hear him behind me. I just cannot see him.
I see him.
It's all good seeing me, but you did. There we are. There's one on the stairs. And then last but not least, yeah, I think that's all of them.
All right, come on down.
Did good, good. You did good. You can be proud of that.
How'd I do?
Hey, sir.
Hey, Kursad.
Something
How are we doing, sir?
a little more your size. It's for emergencies only.
How you keeping? I hope you're doing well.
Have a good stream.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. I've been trying to make interesting pictures out of mundane things. So that's my challenge for this stream. Granted,
Now,
the
the safety's
last
on. Do you know how to
moment.
switch it off?
I do.
Okay, you gotta respect it. This is not.
Joel, I'll be careful.
So yeah, the last 30 minutes have been dealing with bad guys, but no, I really have enjoyed it. And how's your week been? I hope it's been good. Oh. Well, I hadn't seen here, so that would explain how he came in. Probably could do with crafting some health packs. Not really in need of Molotovs right now, so I'm quite happy to do an extra health pack. So let's have a look at that round window. I just rather liked the square in the centre of it. But I think that is too mundane. It needs to have something in there to make it interesting. I mean, you could potentially, if it'll allow me, no it won't. I was going to say you could potentially get one of those light shades in there to make it a subject, but no, that won't work. So let's carry on our search. Because we've had a look up here, but I just need to have a search on the ground floor. Because I didn't see anything of interest in there. I mean, there's mundane and there's mundane. Although saying that, I can't remember his name, but there was a photographer in like late 60s, early 70s, who for a start did colour photography, and that was not really the norm at that time. It was considered more like for magazines and adverts, that sort of thing. It wasn't considered for serious photography. And he just took pictures of streets. And you look at them now and they're incredibly fascinating. You know, it's like Las Vegas, with all the old classic cars and stuff. You look through that nostalgic sort of lens, so to speak. But for him, it was just normal life. You know, that's what it kind of looked like around then, so it wouldn't have been anything special. So that's another reason why I'm interested in doing these rather, trying to take pictures out, make interesting pictures out of mundane things. This isn't bright enough for me, so I'm just going to add a little bit. Give me a second. And for those who haven't seen my streams before, I predominantly do snapshot type pictures, so I do compose my shots, but the final edit is where I truly compose them and get the final thing I'm looking for. So all I'm doing now is framing it so I can get it into portrait. So that's where I'm going with this. So I've got a good depth of focus on it. I've got a little bit of light on there. So I'm just going to... Oh, and I'm glad I just stopped. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of grass into the foreground, which not only gives it context, it just adds a bit of colour and makes it a little bit prettier. And if that detracts from the image too much, I can always remove that. So let's have an explore to see if I can pick up any ammunition. And potentially take a picture of jackets. And I just like the shadow on these. That's the only thing, but I'm not going to take that picture. I don't think it's interesting enough. Okay, so we've done that one. We've done this one. I mean, I didn't use a great deal of bullets, but I could still do with picking up a few more. Try and recoup a little bit. Get some ammo, but I think I have looted everything now. So let's carry on to the next area, wherever that is. So, I'm sorry. There's one other area to explore. And the thing is, you get little, like, firefly dog tags in this game. So it's always worth having a look round for that. And of course, resources are a very important thing. So there's no harm doing a little bit of a search and potentially stocking up on things that you will definitely need later. A little bit too low there. I don't want to be human height. I don't want to be head height, because that's... we all see the world at human height. Head height, sorry. So I don't want to do that. And all I'm doing really at the moment is experimenting and seeing if that does make an interest, if I can make it an interesting picture. And I suppose the thing is, it's actually quite an old thing, is ashtrays in public places. So it's almost like a documentary type picture, but again, I'm trying to get the essence of this image. I'm not sure if I need to reduce the brightness again. Let's reset that to 36 and have a look. Because strong contrasts can work really well, and this would be good if I could increase the... Sorry, it's just occurred to me, anyone who's just joined is coming in expecting, like, that, and all they're seeing is an ashtray, but yeah, that's my challenge for today. Make interesting pictures out of mundane things. Which, let's face it, is what the minimalists have been doing for decades. And far more successfully for me. If you get a chance and you're interested in photography, like normal photography, which does feed into virtual photography really well, check out the photographic eye, or the photographer's eye. All of my last two videos have a link to his page. It's fascinating and introduces you to so many different photographers and approaches to photography. And it's his videos where I learnt about the minimalist stuff. So yeah, well worth a look. Just need to check in here because there was nothing there to pick up. Well, that was disappointing. I was hoping for at least some ammo from the handgun. Fun fact about me is that I go so long between playing poker that I always forget the rules, and so people have to explain it to me, and for some reason that kicks in beginner's luck again. So I'm generally quite lucky at poker, but it's only because I just completely forget about how to play it.
Alright, do your thing, Ellie.
On it.
If I played for money, that would probably be a different thing.
Stupid chain is stuck. Hold on.
I am.
She's doing well, this one.
There.
Okay.
Good thinking.
Yeah, she saw Tess do it. Really good technique for photography, frame people. I mean, she's got a great little pout on at the moment. I'm not going to take this picture, I'm just showing you a few things. So you've got the railing pointing towards her, you've got the lights pointing towards her, and she's nicely framed in that pipe. So that's always a good thing to use, is visual language. And normally you'll know there's visual language in your image because it pretty much drew you to it. So you can utilize those to do the same for the person. And what you do is you can use something to grab the attention, and then you use these things to keep the eyes in. And if you put a little bit of vignette, and it's spelt vignette, what will happen is it almost creates a border around the outside of it, so the eye doesn't drift away from the picture. But yeah, so that's a few little bits of visual patterns for you to experiment with. Frames work really well, and so do leading lines, and you can use roads for that. Anything, any line, and it doesn't even have to be a straight line, it can be a curvy one. It's absolutely fine as long as something leads towards your subject. That's a leading line. Okay, so that's obviously the way, but I obviously need this, which I've already looted up.
Here.
This kid's amazing.
I got it.
I was going to say, I've already looted that area, so I don't mind having it closed off. Excuse me, young lady. Here we are. That'll do. Oh, they're going to tease me with that again, and I still don't have a tool to be able to upgrade. Which is quite frustrating, because in the playthrough before the stream didn't go live, so I had to go back and restart it, I did have the tool. So, first world problems, eh?
Shit, get down, get down.
Ooh. Damn, these guys got some heavy. I mean, you got to question, how much do you need clothes?
Whatever, man. Damn, no food. Old pair of shoes. We got nothing. Let's go.
Food, I understand. And although that was a heartless thing for me to say,
I know. It's just... Oh, man.
as motivation goes, survival, I kind of understand. By the way, in this scenario, I'd be one of the first to die, just so you know. One, I have to eat very regularly, even though I am quite a thin guy. That doesn't mean I've got a small attitude. And B, I've got a bit of a phobia of zombies. So that would probably hinder me quite a bit. I mean, in a computer game, you know, I know this is cordyceps. I know they're not actually zombies. It's a very grey area. If you look at what actually happens in real life, the the spore infects the brain and sort of triggers the limbs to make it move, but effectively it is dead. So I suppose actually no, these are zombies, but I'm not talking myself out playing this game because the story is well worth it. I still consider this one of the most beautiful games I've ever played.
They finally killed that couple.
Joel,
I was sure they made it out of the
Hunters.
city. Now we need to find a fucking pickup truck there. There better been an army in that truck. How the fuck did they wipe out the entire crew over there?
Let's keep searching. I want to wrap this up.
We did it because we're quiet. And because don't run at people with a blooming stick either.
Hearing them talk, at least they're scared of us.
Just try not to let your guard down.
I'm just saying, it's good having you on my side.
You're a good one too, kid.
Okay.
He's such a dick. He really is. I mean, if you've seen the start of this game, you'll understand why he's a bit gruff. But even so, that was a dick thing to say. Okay, no resources. This would obviously be a good picture, but that's to take simply because there's loads of textures. You've got frame going on there, and quite frankly, it's warm and inviting. But a little bit too interesting. I'm curious about this exit sign. And can I get a... I was looking at it at the wrong angle. Potentially. Something like that. I mean, the problem is I do portrait aspect ratio, so I won't really get the plants into there, but it's more the textures around the sign that makes this an interesting image. And I don't even think I'm going to mess around with the depth of focus. I think a little bit more brightness, just to give me some scope to play with when I'm editing my pictures. That could work. Because it's remarkable how a image changes when you crop it and you set your aspects. I mean, you got the obvious things that you're removing anything that's superfluous to the story. Basically, you're removing anything that's not that interesting. But also how much it affects the light, how bright your image is based on where you place that crop. Still looking for those dog tags. Just have to excuse me. You should see me in RPGs. Oh man, I pick up everything when I first start. Like literally anything. I don't know what I need, so I'm going to pick up everything. It's worked. I've never had an issue with it. It just sometimes you walk really, really slow. That is an awesome shoe sign. Ah, goddamn. I want to take a picture. Can you guys go away?
I pray to God these tourists show their faces.
Be careful what you wish for, mate. I got a whole new can of whoop ass with your name on it.
Joel, there's a guy up on that second floor, right there.
Oh,
Yeah, I see him.
and they've got tripwires as well.
Stay low.
Clever boy. Well done, Ellie, on spotting matey boy. Joel, stop standing when I'm trying to aim. Please. I don't want to go too far forward. Simply because I don't know if there's anyone in here. Do you see me? I didn't think so. I mean, I'm a stealth master. Just look at me. I blend in. Oh, when will I learn that's a Division reload and not a Last of Us 2 reload? Oh, I'm picking up a few things while I'm here. See, that makes me go boom, so I don't want to go through there.
Not here.
There's quite a few of these guys. I think I'm going to go back to where I was. Oh. Well, that was a little bit of a bum clenching moment right there and then. Okay, so I'm using the 300 method. Making sure they can't see me through here. They can. No, they can shoot me through here as well. But the idea is they got the greater force, so I'm forcing them into a narrower route. Therefore, it will be easier for me to pick them off without... In short, I'm limiting their ability to flank me. Everyone's dead, Dave. Still here, buddy. So I've killed 2. I swear I counted 3. Ignoring the guy who was flanking me. There we are. I saw movement.
I don't see him.
That's kind of the point. Is that a helmet? Yes, it's a helmet. That's a very strong helmet. Okay, so we're being flanked. I have 1 bullet. We'll be fine. Don't worry. We've got this. Oh, actually. I got many bullets. Well, as flanking goes, this guy absolutely rubbish at it. I just do not feel he is sufficiently motivated. That's it, Ellie, have a go. I seem to remember saying to you, only in dire straits, but hey, have a crack.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, kid, I missed 2. You can see him, I cannot. Oh, here we are. That'll do.
Oh, man.
Gonna
We'll
need
survive.
What?
a comic book.
Comic book thing.
Let's hope these guys were fully laden with loads of ammo for me to pick up. Well, he had alcohol. Need to go to the sniper nest as well. If anyone's going to have rifle ammo, it'll be that guy. Once we've done that, then I think that will be the end of the stream for tonight. I feel bad. That guy only had a stick. I mean, I don't feel that bad. These guys are absolutely horrific people. They basically kill people on the off chance that they'll have something that's useful. I killed those guys because, well, quite frankly, they were going to shoot me. Always keep an eye out for traps. I mean, you can use alcohol for Molotovs and health packs, so I shouldn't be that upset, but right now I kind of wanted bullets. Yeah. Quick little snapshot. I kind of feel like this one's cheating though, because that's not a mundane image. It's a mundane thing, but it's not a mundane image. I'm going to take it because it's, I think, a good image, but that will not be included in the final result. I may make it as a picture on its own. Oh, yeah, actually, for you guys who don't know, I edit these pictures down and I put them on Instagram. So if you look for King of Etiquette, all one word, all lowercase, on Instagram, you'll find like all of the pictures from this stream and past streams, and all of the pictures I just randomly take off stream as well. So yeah, if you're curious, you can have a look at those. And that is about 99% of all of the in-game photos that I've ever taken in there. So if you're curious and want to see how I've progressed, granted, all of the pictures on there is effectively all of my virtual photography pictures. The rest of them were ones that I've taken over the years, of Easter eggs and either comical or interesting things, but I didn't put them on there because I wasn't a virtual photographer. They were more snapshots, documenting things. I almost put myself in past tense then, documenting things rather than trying to create interesting photos, which are the ones I put on Instagram, the interesting ones. Or at least I believe they're interesting. Right, Ellie?
Jeez.
Yeah.
I guess this is how it ended for this zone.
Well, every battle's got a losing side.
What if they had families?
Everyone has a family.
Mm.
Best not to dwell on it.
How can you not?
Have one little explore around here and then I will end the stream. Can't flip it. And the reason why I said you can't flip it is that sometimes you get safes in areas and you need to find excuse me. You need to find the code for it. And it clearly wasn't on there, so ammo. We like this desk. Huh. And so yeah, that's why I was hoping to be able to flip it over. But if there isn't a safe in here, which is looking quite likely. There's no issue whatsoever. I've got 3.
There you go.
Ah. And I have 3 again. Huzzah. Oh, I feel so much better now. Really do. I am sufficiently armed. Actually, do I? Still don't have those, but it doesn't matter. Shotgun's far more fun. That's all loaded. We are ready for the next stretch. Which
Hey,
will...
get me up there.
Please? These kids, they're just dragged up, aren't they? But either way, I'm going to end the stream here. Just want to thank you all for joining. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I will be making a video out of this, most likely on the subject of this stream, which was taking photos of the mundane. I will think of a catchier title before starting making the video, but that's the idea that I'll go for. So I'll hopefully get that on latest by Monday. I'm still very new to video editing, so it takes me a while, so please be patient with me. But I hope to get that on soon. The photos I'll most likely get on tonight. No, maybe tomorrow. But I'll see how I'll get on with that. But either way, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I really do hope you enjoy it, and it's full of fun things. And I will catch you all in the next one. So, thank you very much, and good night.